studio here in Accra. Tonight we're discussing the MPP and its politics. As you're aware, the party says it will elect a new flag bearer for the 2028 election on the 31st of January 2026. In studio with me is Kwesi Kwati. He speaks for the Kennedy Ohene Japo campaign team, and then Pius Enamajide, who speaks for the Dr. Brian Champon campaign team. Let's go on Zoom and speak to Kofi Tonto. He's an aide to MPP presidential candidate in the last election and former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Kofi, good evening. Thank you very much for your time. I understand you are still in the U.S.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Why? First of all, tell us this U.S. visit or U.S. mission, or was it a campaign project in the U.S.? Why do you guys go to the U.S.?
Oh, no, absolutely not. It was, first of all, let me say a very good evening to your cherished viewers, and then also to the other panelists in the studio, Pius and then Kwesi. No, His Excellency didn't come to the U.S. to campaign. Essentially, MPP New York is celebrating 33 years of being in existence. You know, MPP New York forms the fulcrum or the basis or foundation for MPP USA. It's a branch. So, as the first chapter, you know, having to celebrate 33 years of being in existence, it was only right that His Excellency, the former Vice President and the former flag bearer of MPP, make time to join them in celebrating and honoring the heroes who made that feat possible. So that was the basis for which he came to the United States.
The conversation over the weekend has been some comments made by one of the aspirants in which your boss has responded. Per the camp of Dr. Brian Champon, they said that your boss was just a victim of circumstance in respect of recent insecurity issues happening in the northern part of the country. But many people believe, and people from your camp believe, that it was just tribal politics that they are just trying to play as the party prepares to elect a flag bearer come for the next election. You think it was just tribal politics, or you agree with those who say that it was one of the usual comments?
I mean, it is becoming increasingly clear that a section of our party and, you know, people who want to contest to be elected as flag bearers of our party have made it a point to do religious and tribal bigotry. I mean, this was not the first time such a comment was being made. Just last week, the Ghanaian identity of Her Excellency Hajia Samira Bawumia was also questioned. So if you trace back to comments made by people in the other camps, it is very clear that the main message that they want to push is tribal and religious politics. I'm talking about leaders and then spokespersons of these camps making it their key campaign message. Kwasi sitting there literally, you know, enumerated several tribal and religious reasons why Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia shouldn't be made the candidate again. But you see, there's a bigger question. The bigger question is, it's not about who got what in which section of the country and of which tribe. The bigger question is, what is the solution to make sure that we bring back the MPP to power? So I'm not interested in, you know, spending so much time literally inciting people on such sensitive matters, because what it does is it takes away the core message Ghanaians sent us as a political party. Ghanaians made it clear to us that they were not happy with us. And there were various reasons for that. We've had research upon research confirming and entrenching the various reasons why we lost the election. As a political party, our primary goal and our primary mandate is, how do we reverse that trend? How do we assure Ghanaians that, look, the challenges we faced when we were in government, the issues that we faced when we were in government, we've learned our lessons and we are going to do things better. I don't think Ghanaians are more saddled or more concerned about the tribe or the religion of someone. Look, Yavi, when I go to the hospital, I don't ask the religious background of the doctor. When I send my kids to school, I don't ask the tribal background of the teacher or the headmaster. Cocoa farmers now who are complaining, they are not interested in the religious or tribal background of President Mahama. They are interested in his competence and leadership to give them the prize they want. When Ghanaians go back to the polls in 2028, I believe largely that what will be their main preoccupation is not the tribal background of a candidate, it's not the religious background of a candidate, but which candidate has what it takes to transform their lives, to make their dreams and aspirations a reality. Look, in the 2028 elections, the data clearly shows that we are going to have more of Gen Zs and millennials in the voter population. These are people who are largely inclusive. When you go into the Gen Z society, when you go into the millennial society and other even generations, they are largely inclusive people who welcome all views and all manner of people. So when you are presenting a candidate and your focus is on the tribal and religious sentiments of it, you've got it wrong. Look, quite frankly, Rafi, what the other camp is doing is outright disrespectful to the good people of this republic. That for all the issues we raised about the MPP, for all the concerns we raised about MPP in government, you want to focus on the minutest issue. Look, people raise genuine concerns, and the report shows that people raised issues of apathy. People raised issues of some, government decisions that they were not happy about. These are all research-based information.
Okay, so are you talking about, if you say reports, are you talking about the Professor Michael Okwe report or any other report that we don't know?
Of course, the Professor Michael Okwe report is one of them. There was a report by University of Ghana, that's one of them. Professor Michael Okwe report, the General Secretary on countless occasions has provided the key contours, the broad contours of the report findings.
You should help us with three. We have not heard one.
What?
Help us with
Kofi,
three.
Kofi, go ahead with your submission.
If you've not heard one, then perhaps, because your ears are blocked. Because the General Secretary, when your candidate was following him across the thank you tour, made time to offer summary, main points of the report. It's there. Anybody, you are a journalist, you can ask your research team to validate what I'm saying.
You should mention 3 reasons. Sammy, I insist. He should mention 3 reasons.
I don't respond to you.
Kwesi, you made your point. Allow him to also make his point.
If you tell me that you don't know that the General Secretary has done that, then clearly you are lost in the whole process. Because the General Secretary did that. Anybody who followed the campaign knows that the General Secretary did that. It's not a subject for debate. So look, what the other camp or camps are doing is outright disrespectful, insensitive to the good people of this republic.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. I'm wrapping up.
Just wrap up for me in 30 seconds.
About it. We have Otumfuo who has sat on an issue, a very thorny issue, trying to address the issue so that as a nation, as a bloc, we can harness the talent and potential of every aspect of our country. And then a section of a political party wants to use that sensitive matter for political gains. That is not what the MPP stands for. That is not what Ghanaians stand for. So we will focus on the message. We will not denigrate any group